manage a fleet of EC2 hosts, and you have great tools to help you out like SSM, but you will need to be able to monitor your metrics and be able to identify when there's maybe network performance that you need to track. Today's exam question is going to cover those exact issues. Let's get into it.
Taking a look at our exam question for today, we have a developer who wants to track the performance of an application that runs on a fleet of Amazon EC2 instances. The developer wants to view and track the statistics, such as the average request latency and the maximum request latency. This could be across the entire fleet. The developer wants to receive immediate notification if the average response time exceeds a threshold. And what's going to be the solution that meets these requirements? So taking a look here, we're looking at an EC2 fleet we have listed below. The idea is that each instance is going to have a tracker on it, and when that tracker's metrics exceeds a certain threshold, it's going to send a notification out. So looking at our first option here, configure a cron job at each EC2 instance to measure the response time and update the log file stored in S3 bucket every minute. We use S3 to send an event notification to invoke an AWS Lambda function that reads the log file and writes to new entries into an Amazon OpenSearch search cluster. Then we want to visualize the results in OpenSearch dashboards. We're going to configure OpenSearch service to send an alert to Amazon SNS topic, which will then send a notification out when the response time exceeds the threshold that we're looking for. That's our first option there. Second option is to configure the application to write the response times to the system log. We're going to install and configure the Amazon Inspector agent on each EC2 instance and continually read the logs to send response times to an Amazon event bridge. This is also known as Amazon CloudWatch events. We're going to view the metric graphs on the event bridge console, and we're going to configure the event bridge custom rule to send the Amazon SNS notification when the average response time exceeds the threshold. The third option is to configure the application to write the response time to a log file. We're going to install the Amazon CloudWatch agent on the EC2 instances to stream the application to CloudWatch logs. We're going to create a metric filter of the response time from the log, and we're going to view those metrics in the CloudWatch console. We're then going to create a CloudWatch alarm to send it to SNS. The fourth option is to install SSM agent on the EC2 instances to monitor the response time and send a response to Amazon CloudWatch as a custom metric. We're going to view these metrics on QuickSight. We're going to create a CloudWatch alarm that sends to SNS when the metrics are when the threshold is met. So with those four options in mind, the correct answer is C. And why that is A is because this is going to work, but it's more complex than simply using CloudWatch. B, this option would not work because Inspector is a security assessment service. It does not collect metrics or send alerts. And D, this option would work, but it's not scalable using CloudWatch agent. So take a closer look at what we would see in C. You're going to configure it to write the response times to the log file. You can install the CloudWatch agent on each EC2 instance. It's going to stream the logs to the CloudWatch logs. And then we're going to create a metric filter of the response times from those logs. We're going to view the metric graphs in the CloudWatch console, and we're going to create an alarm for CloudWatch that sends to SNS when we reach that response time threshold. So that's everything for this topic, real short and simple. Go ahead and let us know any questions that you have below.